It's the middle of summer. The players, investigators of a murder, are looking at a body covered in vegetables soaked in arsenic. They need to work together in order to find out who the murderer is. But it turns out the murderer is actually one of them. This isn't Clue we're playing. This is Deception, Murder in Hong Kong. A game for 4 to 12 players where the players are working as investigators trying to solve a murder. But one of the players actually committed the murder. And before the end of 3 rounds, the investigators need to find the who, the how, and the clue left behind, or else the murderer wins. So the way the game works is every player is going to have 8 cards in front of them. 4 cards are going to be means of murder, such as arsenic or a hammer or a gun. And also 4 clues left behind, such as vegetables or a computer disk or a ring. Once everyone has their cards, and these cards are all face up, so everyone knows what all cards everyone has in front of them, everyone's going to close their eyes, except for the forensic investigator player. The murderer will open their eyes and point to 2 cards in front of them. One of them will be the means, and one of them will be the clue. At that point, the game begins. The forensic investigator knows the answer, obviously, and is trying to help the rest of the investigators, but he can't say anything. All he can do is point to some of these cards, these boards that he'll have. For example, I can say there's a hint on the corpse that has to do with the hand, but I can't say anything more with that. Maybe that means Eric's card, there was something in the fingernails, but maybe Aaron has gloves in front of him. And we all know how suspicious Aaron is. 3 rounds are going to go where players can guess. They only get 1 guess per game, but you can talk freely throughout the game. And the forensic investigator will be able to change out some of these clues that he's trying to give the investigators. If the investigators are able to correctly guess who did it, what they used, and what they left behind, they win. But if they run out of guesses, or we get to the end of round 3, then the murderer wins. So let's see how this game goes. The game is afoot. Let's begin Deception, Murder in Hong Kong.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Hello.
Crew of Blind Way back. I'm Rick.
I'm Shane.
Aaron.
I'm Calvin.
I'm also not the murderer, which is important because we are playing Deception, Murder in Hong Kong today.
You probably are the murderer.
Rick, you always say you're not the murderer.
Well, we're going to find out right now.
So everyone already knows the rules, so let's get playing.
Pass out these cards. One will say murderer. The others will say investigator.
Okay, everybody now knows.
So Eric is sort of leading us through.
Yes.
So
okay,
take it away.
So what we're going to do is everybody is going to close their eyes now. The murderer is going to look at me, and then the murderer is going to pick a red card and a blue card.
I feel like I'm breathing very sensually into this mic.
Okay.
That's why the pop filter's there.
Guys, I flipped my card over, got murder. I'm thinking in my head, what can I pick? Now that I know I'm the murderer, what can I pick to make this as difficult as we can possibly make it for them to guess? So out of murder weapons, well, pills might be too easy to pick. Dumbbell. Dumbbell kind of stood out. Dumbbell might be kind of hard, a little tricky to kind of point. It's not as obvious, I don't think. So I'm going to go with that. And then I have what? Bread. Well, that's kind of weird. How do you get bread and dumbbell together? Prescription. I don't know. A banknote? That's kind of odd too. But a cat. A cat just doesn't mix anywhere. So I'm going to go with dumbbell, cat, and let's see what Eric can do.
So, okay, guys, Aaron is the murderer, and he selected a dumbbell and a cat. So this was going to be a very difficult one to do, but I am committed into telling this story, giving the clues so that you guys can figure it out. Now, the murderer can close his eyes.
It tastes weird.
And everybody can open them.
No. Why are you tasting it?
Okay, so who was... Okay. All right. So, now...
I almost didn't close my eyes during that section. I was
You
looking
didn't?
right at you. I heard exactly what you said, but I was ignoring you for some reason.
Everybody close your eyes.
I looked at him.
fetch
Now
you
the
10
murderer.
seconds.
I was like, oh shit.
All right, so now Eric is going to go through and give us some starting clues.
Okay, so we already have these cards out right here, right? So do I just pick one?
Camera right here.
Rick?
Normally you would start this way.
Yeah.
But if you want to go out of order, I'm not in any position to stop you. You're much bigger than I am.
Sure. Okay, so
So does he pick all these?
Yes.
Are they in order how they're supposed to be, or are they kind of random?
So,
random, kinda, I think.
so the cause of death is the same every game. There will be 4 random location of crimes that you choose from, and then there's a ton of other ones that you choose from.
Okay.
I meant as far as like if he's going left to right or right to left, is there a specific order the cards go in?
No.
As far as like important.
It doesn't really matter. The cause of death is probably going to be one of the more useful ones.
Right.
Right.
Because it's going to help you figure out which weapon and
Yeah.
that kind of stuff.
I'm just looking at these. One is just severe injury. I feel like that would be any cause of death.
I mean,
would be a
you know,
severe injury.
the machine, like Tucker and Dale versus Evil style.
What is the machine? Can I see it? Am I allowed to look at
It's a
it?
skit
Yeah,
we watched
sure.
like 3 weeks ago.
I was going to say the machine drank a lot in Russia.
Yeah.
If you
and
remember
he robbed
correctly.
a train.
What did I say? Skit. It's
Okay.
like a story.
Like a grinder or something, or what? Or is it just like construction working stuff?
Just,
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe a construction thingy.
So, Eric, at any time you can put one down.
yes.
So location.
And say it for our audience too.
In
All
a
right,
hot-
so the location of the crime is a hotel.
Okay, so the first clue that I gave is the location of the crime. So I gotta think of a place where dumbbells and a cat are going to be. A cat can kind of be anywhere, but specifically dumbbells. With the choices that I was given, I went with hotel.
Okay, so it's a hotel.
Wave gone.
All right.
Someone died.
Well,
Wave gone.
and you can continue going at your own pace.
Are we allowed to talk freely?
Yes.
Yeah,
during-
yeah. Okay, so
So at a hotel.
in terms of hotel,
like a pillow.
that doesn't narrow it down too much. I'm taking
Pillows at a hotel.
pillow.
Handcuffs?
There's gyms at hotels.
True.
It's true.
Also, lots of illegal drugs.
I don't know
I
if
mean,
Eric would think.
Lots
yeah.
of people overdose in
In
hotels.
Yeah.
There are internet cables sometimes.
Yeah, like 4-footers that don't work on one end.
I think pillow is more likely.
Or-
no, that's yeah, fuck, that's more.
Or
Uh-huh.
a broom.
Yeah, pillow. No, that's
What if-
blue. So it's going to be.
What's the next one, Eric?
A wine?
Should we also be looking at like the ones he didn't pick?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So, like, for example, because he didn't pick a hospital.
Yeah.
It, you know,
It's probably not.
Like that might be illegal drugs because of a hospital, right?
could be.
Or prescription, maybe. Chalk. Oh damn! Look at them stockings.
plastic bag.
I know.
What, Shane, look at this. You see them stockings?
Yeah. Stockings and handcuffs.
Yeah.
Man, too bad you can't pick them both.
I know.
It's like a handcuffs and pillows. Someone
Yeah.
got handcuffed on a bed in a hotel and smothered to death. They got suffocated.
Oh, I'd be terrible. It's like that guy from Kung Fu, right? Isn't that what happened to him?
What?
Kung Fu.
David
Talking about
Carradine.
Circle of Iron.
This hotel, right?
The guy from Kung Fu.
He has hotel is the only option he
Yeah.
has so far.
Yeah, autoerotic asphyxiation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he was in a TV series called
I mean, I
Kung
think
Fu
of,
that was supposed to be for Bruce Lee.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, I never watched
I don't
it.
think of cleaver or chalk or tattoo.
Here we go.
Yeah.
If it's a very accident.
Well, I don't
Cause
think
of death was an accident.
a pillow is going to be an accident.
No.
Okay, so I have to work with a cat and a weight, a dumbbell, and I can't think of any way somebody would use those two things in a murder, so this is going to have to be an accident. And somebody is responsible, maybe for letting the cat in, maybe for not having a weight secured or something like that, but they're mixed somehow, so it's going to be hard to play this version of the game while this is an accident, not an actual murder, but I'm going to try my best. I don't know.
An
I
accident.
don't think it's a bite or scarf.
I mean,
Well,
Plastic
a
bag.
bite-
Unless it's Foundation Nation shit.
if
It's
they
not gonna be
got-
a scarf.
If they got mauled, it could be a bite and tear.
oh, a scarf gets caught in an
What kind of
elevator.
accident is that?
Oh,
It
shit.
was intentional. The dog bites you, it's intentional.
Right, Aaron?
A sculpture could
A
fall.
what?
A scarf gets caught in a hotel elevator.
Or they're working out at the gym at the
I was
gym
saying
at
some
the
Final
hotel,
Destination shit, dude.
and they're doing suicides or whatever they're called.
Oh,
No, the skull crushers. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. And they accidentally kill themselves.
Could
Suicides.
a push be an accident?
It could be. Like I pushed that one kid through the window that one time.
You didn't push him through the window, into the window, and it broke.
He could have gone through the window.
Maybe an accidental bite.
He went partway through the window.
Why is
Maybe
that?
accidental panty.
Why is that an
Or-
accident?
Or an accidental. Maybe they have like a cardboard box crusher and somebody fell in, or maybe
Accidental panties. That's the clue, right? That's not like the murder.
Yeah.
That's not like the weapon, right?
I don't know. Well, that's the thing. The clues Rick said could be anything.
Yeah.
This game is more complex than I originally took it for. I think most of the clues that have been given, the evidence points mostly towards me and Rick as far as the hotel clue and accidental. I don't know who I should not believe. It's not a question of who I should believe, because everybody seems to be trying to help. But Shane had a look. I don't know whether to trust him or to suspect him, but I always suspect Rick. And Aaron's being helpful, which is generally not the case when he's the bad guy. I've learned this from Secret Hitler and all kinds of things. When he was actually trying and not just stirring shit, he's a good guy. So I think it's Shane and Rick. One of those two. Machine. I think it's a machine. It could
I
be
think
like,
accident, though. I
what
don't
is-
think panties.
Like pill and illegal drugs. Like what's
that's
think-
like an overdose. This is like
accent.
This is like a poison,
morning
I
after
think.
pill.
This
Morning
right?
after
no?
pill.
This is illegal drugs though. So this has to be like illegal drugs. This
Yeah.
is like prescription.
Oh
stuff
no, you put
that
another
got-
clue.
Oh.
I was saying this would be like
Morning
a pill.
after pill.
Well, that would be this one. That's a legal drug, right? All right. So what'd you pick, Eric?
The time of death was in the morning.
And he did that right after he said morning after pill.
Shit. Does that have any relation to like when he puts these on here? or
Yeah,
anything?
it could.
With the time of death, I went with morning, thinking that most people that when they work out, it's usually very early in the morning or very late at night. Cats tend to do a lot of hunting at the end of night and in the morning. So I thought that might be kind of an interesting thing to go with that. But the rest of the choices, it could really be anywhere when it comes to these clues with this evidence.
I just got a dirty mind.
Is there
That
like
might
a
not be
time
it.
limit to him?
I can do it whenever I want.
So you could have done
as
all.
evidence is coming in, I'm putting it down for it.
Okay. You also work out in the morning.
Not always.
Well, but it can't be two blues, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. It could be either one of these.
But-
Or it could be none of them.
True.
You also walk dogs in the morning.
I'm pretty sure Aaron would die
it's
from
cold in the
having
morning.
a tattoo.
That's not
In the morning.
That's not a murder weapon
Can
though.
we
That's a
eliminate
clue.
what we're very sure it's not? Maybe.
I do have a question.
Okay.
When it says social relationships,
Um,
I'm just
yeah,
putting
so-
whatever I want down.
So that would normally mean between the murderer and
like
the victim.
why someone would die from this, like why the murderer and the victim were related in what this crime was.
Basically, like, is it a crime of passion, or does it look like it was greed?
So he creates that story, though, doesn't he?
Yeah, so like
Yes.
it could have been just some stranger in like a mugging situation, or it could have been some lovers who found out about an ex.
Yeah.
Or
I wish
a-
there
or
were
an
scenarios
affair.
written on a
Or
card
like an
that they
accidental
both
death.
So,
know
like
about.
a person
Something like
of
that.
interest.
That's true. It could be. I mean, he has accidental, so you could have like a friend accidentally murdered his other friend.
We'll make it accidental in like a month.
Cameras.
There you go. There you go.
All right.
Okay, let's think about what it's probably not. Okay, so it's hotel.
Well, I don't know. Are these three that he's given us all based on one thing or both things?
What if he's come up with a story as he goes? You know what I mean?
I think that's what he's doing.
it's hard to
If
say.
it's accidental, it's
that's why you should
probably-
have a fucking card he's reading off of. That's what
I mean,
Okay, what's
Well, I have evidence that was given to me.
yes.
So
Yeah.
now these right here are most in line with the evidence given to me.
So he would have picked, if it had been poisoning, I feel like he would have picked
red wine.
a
Unless you're the fucking murderer.
pill
Me?
or a legal
you
drug.
would have-
well? I don't know, because accidental. I feel like you could accidentally overdose or accidentally take the wrong medication. Maybe.
Yeah.
I mean, you could, but I feel like poisoning would have been a little more on the nose for that, And I'm stabbing myself again, Aaron. I'm doing it again.
Keep your knife shut.
doing it again.
I don't know how you do
Just
this.
stab your...
All right, it looks like.
dude.
Jeez. You're the murderer.
Yeah.
Eric's getting ready to play something. Strangers.
Strangers.
The
Okay.
social relationship is strangers.
I haven't seen Stranger Things.
Oh my god, it's so good. It's so fucking good.
Just remember, knife with a shark.
So a stranger
with a knife.
accidentally killed somebody in the morning at a hotel.
Okay, for social relationship, because this is an accident, there's really no real murder here. It kind of, I don't know, it's an interesting thing that happened here, but I'm kind of thinking that, well, somebody let a cat in or something, they're responsible, but ultimately this was an accident. And then with the social relationship, I went ahead and put stranger, because nobody's going to understand or know that this cat will eventually cause an accident with a guy with a dumbbell leading to his death, so I went with stranger.
I'm thinking one night stand.
A hooker? Like they didn't
She
know.
wouldn't take the fucking morning after pill, so you try to shove it down her throat. Bitch, take this pill! You know what I'm saying?
When do cleaning ladies clean? That's usually in the morning, right?
It's after. It's like really late morning.
Because you
it's
put-
like 11 o'clock, right?
So accidentally with a broom. No, I don't
That's
know.
a clue, though.
I got nothing.
Accidentally kicked somebody while cleaning the hotel.
I mean, it could be like a floor polishing machine that gets away from you in the lobby.
They opened the door and were naked, and like just instinct took over, and they just Chuck Norris roundhouse kick to the throat.
I really think hotel strangers. I'm thinking some kind of
Like a meetup?
meeting. Like I'm thinking, I really think some kind of one night stand.
My knife.
But if that were the case, then it would be lovers, right?
This leopard.
Not necessarily. Like, I mean, what do you define as a lover? Like a one night stand hookup doesn't have to be lovers, right?
I
It
would
could just
say-
be-
Well, yeah, what they
but would that be more than strangers?
I mean, there's been situations where like when we hooked up, we weren't lovers, but like
Why'd you
if
point
I-
at Aaron?
if I
I
was
was gonna say, why'd you point
if
at
I
me?
was Matthew McConaughey,
When we hooked up, we weren't lovers.
if I was Matthew McConaughey, the girl would say we were once lovers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think it's
But, like,
it,
Like you're
No,
on
it's the polite way of
you're on-
saying
you're
that
on
you've,
Tinder
you've
and
had
you-
sex.
like you're on Tinder and
Like-
you meet up with a girl one time and you never talk to her ever again. Are you guys lovers or are you strangers?
I would say if you hooked up more than once, I'm more likely to use that word. We're lovers. You know what I mean?
He's gonna place another clue.
I'm waiting for the bullet
Corpse
to drop.
condition.
Twisted. Okay, so an accident twisted.
Corpse condition, I went ahead and went with twisted. There's no pieces missing or anything like that, but I kind of went with the idea that this guy fell and twisted maybe his neck, did something, his back. He fell, twisted his body, and that resulted in his death because of the cat, because he was working out with a dumbbell at a hotel in the morning.
Twisted accident. So like
what is
machine.
twisted? Like it was turned or like
Like you fell down the stairs and like you're all, you know.
What?
what are the other options on that?
There is intact,
Okay.
incomplete,
Okay,
So
so
like
missing a hand or
dismembered.
something.
yeah.
Okay.
Decayed,
Okay,
So
so
it's
it's
been there a while.
here.
stiff, and still warm.
Okay.
Twisted. So machine.
It could be.
I feel like it's machine.
a machine could be an elevator.
Like a hotel
I
elevator.
think of someone falling into something getting mangled.
Yeah.
Well, twisted.
But and strangers.
Or it could also be mauled.
Decay largely depends on when you find them, right?
Well, but like, yeah, I mean, you know, a cat, right?
Like that
Yeah.
fucking dude on the fucking Ring, he was twisted when that fucking Naomi, the hot ass woman, turns him around his chair and his face is all twisted. You know what I'm saying?
Twisted. A scarf. A twisted scarf. I don't know.
All right, we got one clue left here.
So the corpse was twisted at a hotel in the
Clues
morning.
stay in on the whole time, right?
No, so once this round is over, you're going to draw a new one and replace one of these.
Okay.
Okay, so that could be helpful.
Yeah.
So I'll go ahead and play this one.
Tidy.
So it would have been cleaned up.
State of the scene, I went with tidy. I figured that if this guy was found in the morning, he was working out in the morning, the gym that he was in was probably cleaned that night, so when he came in, it was already pretty tidy.
Broom.
I was going to say broom.
Okay, not much to say. Broom, tidy. I think it's Shane, and I'm going to pick Shane regardless of what I think, because he fooled us so bad the last time. I'm not going to let it happen again.
A puzzle, a completed puzzle is all nice and put together.
It could be. But like, I feel like he saved that to last, so that he wants that to have the biggest impact on us. Right? So that's possibly the most important clue.
Or maybe he was like, I really don't know what to put here. Like I guess
And that's why he
tidy.
asked if there, and like he takes it away immediately the next turn.
Yeah, but is there
Tidy.
other clues on there that might have been
So,
more accurate to cards?
bits and pieces,
What can be tidy?
Ashes. So this is the state of the scene,
Okay.
by the way.
Bits and pieces, ashes.
Bits and pieces, ashes, water stain, cracked, disorderly, tidy.
Okay.
Tidy. So there's a tidy crime scene with a twisted body of strangers in the morning accidentally killing somebody in a hotel.
I feel like it's broom.
Maybe drunk strangers with wine?
Maybe.
Maybe a tidy broom, yeah.
Well, I mean, he's like inserting motive into a murder, which you know, because he's.
So Eric, you can go and record whenever you
This
want.
is a. I mean, this is a homicide, right? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yes.
I mean, it's
Wait, well, in this scenario, it's an accidental murder, right?
right.
it's
so, like,
yeah,
it'd
it's
be-
like manslaughter, right?
Okay.
Eric's picked hotel. I think he's thinking of like a gym with a dumbbell. So that's, I picked a dumbbell. Eric picked hotel. I think that's what he was going with that. Tidy. I don't really know why he picked tidy. I think he should have picked like cracked or something. Like the dumbbell cracked the ground. But I think he's. I'm not thinking about that. I don't think he has any options for the cat. I picked dumbbell and cat. Dumbbell and cat. I don't know how he's gonna mix those two together. It's such a crazy thing. Like, I don't know. Yeah, but as of right now, I'm trying to keep the guys pushed on maybe like accidental. I accidentally dropped a dumbbell, killed a guy, some stranger just working out at the gym. It happens, I get that. But if I can keep them on that pill route, that pillow's in a hotel. It's the most obvious choice for being in a hotel. But Calvin said dumbbell, and I'm worried. So we'll see what happens with more of these cards flipping and what they're gonna pick and what they're gonna waste their guesses on. But I hope it's not me. I'm pointing fingers towards Shane, pointing fingers at Calvin, at Rick. I just need to say innocent. He put like accident, and Rick said something. I'm like, yeah, but it could be like my pills or his pill. You know, like it could be an accidental, but like
Or it could have been a
You're being
sculpture
objective,
but it
falling
shouldn't
on
be.
it.
You're being
'cause-
objective.
yeah.
Well, you know, you're not.
like I need to not look at mine.
You're
I
not
need to look at your
excluding.
guys's.
You're not excluding yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, mentally, I'm excluding myself.
You would.
Okay, so hotel. I mean, hotel. I think it's pretty simple.
I don't know if I can trust you, Rick. I never know if I can trust you.
I think we can say right now. Fucking,
never know.
I ain't this. There's nothing really here for a hotel except you could say maybe broom.
I mean, you can find panties in a hotel. You can find broom in a hotel.
If I go to my hotel, I find panties there. I'm leaving that hotel. I'm just saying.
No, I'm
You
just saying.
find
No, like,
sculpture, pillow,
what?
illegal drugs.
If you go into a crime scene, there could be
Dumbbell.
panties in a hotel, right?
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not saying
There's-
like you went in there.
If you use that, yeah, but I don't think he's going to put that location for panties. Like, you know
I
what?
mean, what
I
else-
definitely think of hotel.
We need
You
to
put it
think
at a building site. You put them in a bookstore. You put them in a pub or a restaurant.
Yeah.
I mean, hotel is just as good for panties as.
I think hotel makes the most sense, and we need to consider Eric's life experiences.
That's what I'm
Yes.
saying. That's why
And he's going to think panties in hotel.
That's probably true.
he's going to think fucking.
Because I walked in on him in
He's
the
going to
hotel
think
room
subsidized
Wearing
housing.
panties.
wearing panties.
Street
When he
investigators.
comes back, he's going to change one of these up, which might help us.
We each have one.
Oh, yeah.
And it could also be an event of something like the person who won the last game gets a free guess, or draw 5 of these and pick the one you want for him. So you could be like, oh, this one is the good clue, right?
Okay.
Because he's trying to help the investigators win,
Yeah.
us win.
I noticed you didn't say us
Well,
win.
because I was going to do this, but I wanted to do this.
Right.
The way Rick, you know, the way he worded us and investigators kind of made me a little suspicious of him. I am not the murderer. I know that for sure. I really don't know who is. This is a really hard game. I'm trying to figure out the best strategy. I don't know. I know Eric is a good storyteller, so I trust that he's doing the best he can. But I wish I had some better clues.
Okay, so Eric,
Yes.
would you like to draw a new one and replace?
Would anybody like to give a guess? Using their official one guess of the game? No?
So
It's this. I don't know. No, I don't.
So,
want to
so normally what we would do is we would have a quick, like, 30-second spitball
Okay.
of what your guess would be if you were making it. We'll start with me. I'm thinking tidy for broom, and I'm thinking. We'll start with me. I'm thinking tidy for broom, and I'm thinking hotel accidental scarf with like elevator.
Shane?
And Shane, obviously.
I don't want to go next. I really don't know. Okay.
Aaron?
And you don't have to say anything.
Yeah. I'm
Aaron?
trying to think. I don't know. There's tidy makes me think of broom, but I don't know if it is broom. I also think hotel with pillow. And twisted is like they're twisted in
But it's an accident.
handcuffs.
They were listening to Twisted Sisters.
Rick, that's yours.
It was me all along.
I don't know. I'll wait and see what maybe gets replaced or swapped out next time. But with the hotel, my first thought was pillow. But tidy, my first thought's broom. And I have no idea why strangers are killing each other.
Okay, we ready for the next round?
I think. Well, rope is twisted.
Ooh.
But it's a state of the.
Ooh.
Yeah, but you're gonna accidentally die from a rope?
Ooh.
It's
that
possible.
It's a corpse. The corpse is supposed to be twisted.
But like, you know, if you were had a rope
is it-
around your neck and were like dropped off a balcony or something, like
Yeah.
Not really twisted.
might be.
It might be like fucking mangled. I mean, your head might fall off. You jump off a building, but you're not gonna be twisted.
I mean, it twists
All
your neck
interesting guesses.
and it breaks it. That's how
We
it
ready to
breaks
move
it.
on?
Let's do it.
Yeah, I haven't said
Okay,
anything, but
I'm going
I
to be getting
don't know.
rid of one of these.
Okay.
You're gonna draw one first. You're gonna
feel
look
like-
at it, and if it's an event, you read it. If it's one of these, you get rid of one of them.
Damn it.
So go ahead and read it aloud.
Ruled out evidence. Each player must flip over one of their clue cards, removing it from consideration. This must be done without discussion. The murderer may not flip over the key evidence. Take this action in counterclockwise order from the forensic scientist. Discard this event title. Okay, so an event card has happened. All of the players had to get rid of one of their clues. Aaron obviously can't get rid of the cat. So I'll be interested to see what he's going to flip and how he's going to be able to play it. So let's check it out.
So that's me first.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I burped.
So we're going to flip one of the brown cards?
It's a clue, didn't it?
Is that what's considered a clue card?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, clue card.
You're next, Shane.
And the murderer can't flip over whatever an answer is.
Exactly.
What'd you flip?
I flipped over puzzle.
Oh, yeah. Just look around.
Yeah, I flipped over puzzle.
Okay.
Shane flipped over broom.
Yes, broom. Totally. It's not me.
Good. Thank you.
Get that broom out of there.
That helps a lot.
Sure does, Rick.
Can you tell them,
Murderer.
Calvin, the editor, what you flipped
Oh,
over?
I flipped over handcuffs.
I don't think any of mine have been, like, worried about.
Flip over a random one. Fat boy. Flip over a bank.
Okay, they've all been flipped.
Yep. So
Garlic knots! Bread!
Twisty bed.
What'd you flip over, Aaron?
Banknote.
banknote.
Okay.
I don't think seems to match that.
He flipped over
But-
the least useful thing. So he's
I
a
don't,
murderer.
I don't think any of my stuff is matchable, except for maybe prescription.
Isn't there a brand of litter, cat litter, called Tidy Cat?
I think you're trying to throw people off.
Oh shit!
Eric
Shane
always
would
buys
know out of
Tidy
anybody.
Cat.
I'm ready for this.
Holy shit, where did this fucking tidy cat came from? Rick has now narrowed down dumbbell and cat. And we have like 2 turns left of flipping. I think Eric, he gave like an Aaron turn. And like I think he gave me away a little bit with that. Now Rick's putting together tidy cat. I have no idea how I'm going to like push them in some other direction. I just hope that maybe the next cards aren't as helpful. And maybe can steer away from cat. If they go with dumbbell, it's fine. I just don't want them to pick cat.
But that's the condition of the body.
Yeah. The state of the scene is tidy. That's what it is. I'm taking these pretty literally, so you know. I hope Eric knows that.
Should be Aaron with the rope and the cat.
Salem.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking cat dumbbell
Dumbbell?
because like
Or hotel.
dumbbell could just be like exercise machine or whatever, and it could be like what was that movie we watched where the exercise equipment started killing everyone?
That's a movie?
It's great.
Wizard of
It's
I
on
didn't watch
Blu-ray.
it. It was a strange.
the Sword
I
and
didn't
Stone.
I haven't seen it, Rick.
Death Spa.
Death
Death
Spa?
Spawn?
Oh my.
Death Spa.
Death Spa.
Yeah,
Okay.
like the place that you
Like, I've
go
seen
to, like,
machines kill people in that one movie by Stephen King or whatever, right?
Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum Overdrive, yeah, but they weren't like weight machines.
rubber.
So we could move on to the next round if we wanted to, or
What happens in the next round?
he's going to draw one and replace.
Okay.
I mean, when I think of hotel, out of everything here,
If it had been Pillow, what is there besides Twisted?
Besides Twisted?
I would say like Still Warm or Stiff more than Twisted, right? If it was Pillow?
I mean, Eric is basically
Yeah, but-
deciding if it's an accident or a murder,
I mean,
right?
if
Like if it was a drug, you might like seize, right? And like be in a weird position.
yeah,
You might.
How is it anyone's fault if it's
I
an accident?
suppose.
I mean, that's called manslaughter, right?
Yeah, it's manslaughter.
Yeah, I guess.
Pay no attention to the name of the game that says murder in Hong Kong.
It could also be like unintentional murder. You know.
Well, there's different versions, like murder, you know,
Murder 1,
in
murder 2.
Beijing. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Like premeditated.
Like this
you
game in
know.
China, it's like Beijing. It's like they just change everything. I think I don't know.
Like you may have done a dangerous act without intending for someone to be
Yeah.
caught in the middle of it.
I mean, it's. I
Yeah.
still think if someone got caught into a machine too, like that could be
Yeah.
like a twisted scene. You know what I mean?
But what would be tidy?
I don't
Well, I think
know.
of hotel. I
A
don't,
nice
I don't
old Ethernet
honestly
cable.
think of any, I think of hotel. I don't think of any
know.
of these.
Yeah, I get you.
Well, why don't we just go to the next one and see?
When I think of hotel, the first one I think of is Pillow.
I mean, that's the first one I think
That's
of
the
as
first
well.
one I think of.
Calvin pointed out Jim, which honestly I think that's more of a stretch than Pello. So if it's Pello and he knew it was obvious,
But
he
I
might
mean,
say
but-
Jim.
I said pillow
But
too.
Shane,
Oh.
of those locations, where else would weights be? Like they wouldn't be in a pub, they wouldn't be in a bookstore, they wouldn't be in a restaurant, they wouldn't be in a hospital, and they wouldn't be in a building
There's
site.
weights in hospitals.
For
Yeah,
physical,
physical
therapy,
therapy
but
and
that's
stuff
more of a
like that.
stretch.
That's
Well,
than
and they
hospital.
have just they
No
just
idea.
have like now they have hardcore weight rooms and training facilities in hospitals now.
The thing I don't get is like if you were gonna kill someone with a dumbbell, I feel like it would be like you pick like cracked or something like that. Like it would do some damage because of the weight hitting. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Versus being like a tidy dumbbell murder.
Like if the corpse is twisted, it might be it just might be struggling for air, but that suggests murder, not accident.
I would say illegal drugs might be the most accidental of the ones we have. Of just an OD.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, it could be. It's more likely to be legal drugs, right?
Okay, Eric, it's,
Well, I mean,
it's
pill-
up to you
pill doesn't
whenever you
mean
want to
legal
move
or-
on.
Pill doesn't mean legal or illegal. It just means pill.
Sure.
Yeah.
And it could be an overdose of I don't know, painkillers. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't have to be something.
Or
that's, like,
it could be
illegal.
something that's intentionally made to kill someone. Like,
And it could be an accidental overdose at like a hotel.
yeah.
It doesn't necessarily like that makes just as much sense as like an overdose at a hospital or a restaurant or bookstore. You know?
Yeah.
Would anybody like to make a accusation?
Not yet.
I'm too scared to.
Sure you are.
I only have one option, right? One choice. Then I can just help you guys.
So
Exactly.
I replace one of these?
Yes.
It's not, like, okay. All right, I will replace this one.
So that might mean we were on the wrong track thinking of tidy. Or it just might not be important.
Okay. What thoughts do we have with tidy?
Well, broom, but that's no longer on the table.
And
That
cat.
makes sense. Yeah, tidy cat.
Hey, I'm just saying.
I don't know if that's real.
I was ready
I
to
don't
go illegal drug and tidy cat.
I don't have any cats, so I don't know.
You don't have nothing.
You're talking to the mic.
You don't have nothing.
There you go. It's better.
Rotate from here.
Okay, so we have
What is it?
on the corpse. and
Hint
up.
on the corpse.
Yes. So there was something all over.
All over.
Versus head, chest,
Hand,
Hand
leg,
and
partial.
partial.
So on the corpse, there was something all over the corpse.
What is all over a corpse?
Okay, so with this new card, it was a hint on the body. And I went with all over because anybody that's ever been around a cat, you get cat hair all over the place. I'm going to hope these guys pick up on this clue. It's pretty obvious that the injury could be on the head or the neck or a part of the body, but the hint on the body is cat hair.
Well, I feel like if it would have been
Drugs,
like,
illegal drugs.
I feel like that
Like
would be
they're
head,
all over the
though.
system.
You
no,
know?
I'm thinking like they had these drugs. And, I don't know. They were just spilled all over the bed.
They OD'd
and
and they're just spilled all over.
Actually, I have a picture of me in 8th grade where I'm standing over myself, and there's pills all over my body. You seen it, haven't you?
What?
And I'm like looking at my dead body. Yeah.
Like, I'm 14 and this is deep.
Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I gotta find that so
Okay.
we can make fun of it.
All
So,
over,
so we're
all
in
over.
Hong Kong,
Hmm.
right? Maybe they have tattoos all over them.
Oh man.
Maybe.
Are the Japanese known for that?
The Chinese?
What?
Shit.
Wow.
Racist, dude.
I mean, that's geography. That's not racism, right?
Sounds like you're racist too.
Because if it had been stockings, he would have picked legs, right? So I feel like we can turn over stockings. Because it can't be that.
Okay.
I feel like.
Well,
Well,
hold
don't
on.
turn it over because it could be pointing towards another option, maybe. You know what I mean?
I feel like, I don't know.
Like breadcrumbs all over the body.
They can have chalk all over them.
Comes all over.
Ooh.
Red wine spilled all over the place.
Cassette tape. Maybe somebody made a mixtape and got angry,
It's all over.
and they just tore it out and threw it at him as they.
And they tore it out and they just, ah! You know what I mean? I'm just gonna switch that over. But yeah. Ah! You know?
Damn it.
Damn it, Eric. I feel like you're doing a bad job.
Of what? Giving clues or the
being the clue giver.
Or both.
of giving us clues.
Eric, do you want to go
I
downstairs?
feel like I'm giving a great job, and you'll
You're giving
you'll
give me
really
a
like
job,
it when I
and
get
you can
to
give
it.
me a job when this is over.
Do we want to let Eric go and do a thing
I
at
can
this
go- I
point?
can go do
He's
one.
done the
Could
event.
be-
He's done the event,
Go
and
do
he's
one.
done the other thing. So
Okay,
Could
I
be
can
an
do that.
accidental burial.
I feel like that would be a building site, though.
an
All right,
accidental
I'm gonna go do
burial.
mine.
All right, go and do that real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sitting here. I'm trying to build a case against Rick, guys.
Why?
Because I'm trying to do that. Everybody, I just was, you know.
You
so I
feel
was
most.
I mean, I was thinking, what would Eric think if he's, you know, for location? Yes, I was trying to think. For instance, Ethernet cable, internet cable, and red wine. I was trying to think of all these things for hotel, and I was trying to think, okay, well, building site. He
Could
wouldn't pick that.
starvation work for a hotel? Like they were locked in a hotel room
As an accident?
and starve? That's true. Accident does seem weird for starvation.
Yeah, it's like
Big
accident.
accident
Accidents
starve-
throws me
Maybe
off.
they're in a big MMO.
We have his accidental murder.
like
in the morning
multiplayer-
at a hotel.
They're in a multiplayer online thing, online playing.
Wait, there was
and they
that
just
one
forget-
gamer
and they just forget to eat and die.
that
you know,
starved himself.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's the only thing I
Yeah.
can think of. But
Well, I'm
I
trying
don't-
to think,
I don't know if Eric would
what-
think of that,
what would-
but he does follow Reddit a lot.
Well,
It would have to be
yeah, but he
starvation
might-
and Ethernet cable, though.
He might not build it for himself. He might build it for us.
I mean, right?
Okay, so
Dude, if that's the answer, that would be.
big things for me: hotel, accident, and all over the body.
You get your panties in a twist? Isn't that a thing?
Don't get your panties in a twist. Don't get your panties in a bunch. Yeah, something
Well,
like that.
twist, but it's the body that's twisted, right?
Yeah.
Well,
the
it
body
could-
that's twisted.
It could be that he's using it for one of the clues. Doesn't necessarily mean it's
Well,
that clue, right?
It does.
well, it's for corpse condition is twisted. So I try to think, well, not the weapon, nothing else. It's a corpse.
Yeah, but-
That's how I'm interpreting it.
What would make a body twisted?
I don't know.
He's fighting hard against that, I feel like.
I don't know. I tell you what though, when we were pointing, I felt you tense up. like you were going to use this hand, and you knew I was touching you, so you use this hand. See, I don't know. Maybe could be crazy.
I think it's crazy, guys. And a
But
murderer.
Crazy and
I'm
killing.
saying, that's why I'm looking hard at you, but I don't see how it could work. You know what I'm saying? Like I had to think of a crazy ass story. I know Eric wouldn't come up with a crazy ass story. He'd make it simple. You know what I mean?
What is it in the morning, though?
I mean, that might not mean anything. Or it could be like coffee cup in the morning, you know?
Yeah.
When you normally have coffee.
What is in the morning?
I just make
you
turn
could-
over more cards.
You could have red wine in the
We'll
morning.
figure this out real quick.
Well, yeah, but we only flip cards if we have like an event to flip cards.
Oh yeah.
And the only time we only get one more of these.
Let me get one more.
Okay. Okay. Go through mine then.
So the reason we might want to make a guess now is if we can eliminate something,
Then it makes his like
it makes his job
hints
easier.
Easier.
Eliminate what? I thought what we guess if it's wrong, he can't give us any clues, right?
Well, he'll get one more flip, and then be able to pick something or an event happens. So that's one more clue he can give.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, based on that, if we can eliminate a wrong answer, then
I thought we can't.
Huh?
Oh yeah. He'll eliminate the wrong.
The only thing though is that we don't know 100%. 1 out of 3 can be wrong, and we're told no. We don't know what is wrong.
And also, we're moving away from morning after pill.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, what? Oh. Yeah.
I feel like
Twisted. I think twisted.
it could just be seizures from a poison from
Like
a pill,
drug
you know?
overdose. Or Ethernet cable could have been twisted around their neck or something.
Yeah, but that's the cable, not them.
I know. I mean, it's very difficult to get specific clues with extremely generalized.
Like I honestly can't think of
I'm gonna
anything
guess.
like, that would twist a body here,
I'm gonna guess.
unless it's someone suffocating someone. But then it will be an accident.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna guess pill and tattoo.
And Calvin.
Why are they
Calvin.
twisted?
I don't know.
No.
Okay.
That is not it.
So, one or all of that can be wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
I felt like tattoos all over. Morning after pill.
Could also be like hair
I
all
feel-
over your body.
I feel like hair would have been head though. Like that would have made one more sense.
Cat.
Do you want to go to the last round?
Cats are just all over you.
Cat lady.
all over the
It's a
time.
dead
Yeah, I
cat
mean,
lady.
I
Yeah.
want to save mine.
There's an accident.
I want to save mine until I have all the clues that we can possibly have. Like, is there a reward for getting it done sooner?
No, but because I did that, Eric might be able to use the fact that we know it's not those two things in his clue giving.
Okay. All right.
Are we ready?
He's like, okay.
I'm trying to think of anything else that I could.
Bites and tears
Maybe you
all
think
over
it's
your
me.
body.
Don't waste your guess now.
Huh? I'm just saying, like, if it's panties, what goes with the panties?
Well, how would it be panties?
The twisted panties.
Twisted panties. It's the corpse.
Accidental panties left
you
at the
cha-
hotel.
it's
I don't
like-
know, Shane. I'm trying to think what can go with hotel and what can, like
Bite and tear, twisted panties.
the things I'm thinking that can go to hotel. Like,
We'll
what,
go downstairs right now. I'm not going down to waste time.
what do we have for a hotel? I feel like a pillow could be in a hotel. I feel like stockings could be in a hotel. Like, I mean, most of the clues themselves can be found in a hotel.
But how would a pillow be an
Like-
accident?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Well,
Like,
we're-
it couldn't
we're-
accidentally be filled with
Unless
rocks.
you're a baby.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think how can any of these be accident except the pills?
Starvation in a hotel.
The machine.
You accidentally starve in a
The
hotel.
machine, a pistol.
If you're starving while playing an online game, so it's
but
internet
you have to
cable
keep-
and starvation. I kind of like that.
It takes a lot to do that because
Yeah, but it's happened.
it has happened.
in a hotel for starving. I'm in a sleep deprivation, but starving.
I mean, not in a hotel. It was in an apartment, but there's no apartment on
You know,
there.
like the cleaning lady come
I
in
mean-
there and you're like, sir, mister. I mean, I guess if
It
they
says
were- depending, I don't know
Who,
what
who are you talking about
I
being
don't know
racist,
if- I don't know
Shane,
if-
mister?
I'm a mix. I'm a mix of
out
races.
of here!
I got racial immunity.
It could just be like an old person or whatever. They put the do not disturb sign up.
Yeah.
They have a stroke or something. They can't get up, and they don't have their life alert because they're at a hotel.
and they're sleeping on a pillow.
And they're sleeping on a pillow.
Heart attack.
I don't know. And they starve to death, you know? But it's not me.
I think he can come up with a better story than that.
All right.
Let's do the last
I'll
one.
wait. I'll wait. Last one.
Make it good, Eric.
Oh, we don't have any more cards. Okay.
This is it.
Yeah, this is our last. First one was flip.
Are they?
A clue.
Are there multiple cards, or are they always the same amount of cards?
You will always have the same number, but there are way more of these in the box than
Okay,
we're
that's what I was-
seeing
that's
this
what I was
game.
wondering. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm guessing it's not an event.
No.
And he's struggling to see how it's useful. Crap.
So I have to take one of these away and replace it with this.
Mm-hmm. I think you have to. I'll check.
So basically, you're saying we got nothing now.
So it could be a less of a
See?
clue.
If it was a poisoning, then it would make more sense if it was drugs or the pill.
Poison sounds like motive.
Is poison an option somewhere? Yeah, poisoning is an option there.
Poison sounds like motive.
True.
I think.
You must replace one, and it has to be one of these.
Not the cause of death, not the location.
Right. Okay, so
So the
that's
social strangers is being removed
strangers.
and added with a murderer's personality. Ah.
So we knew it was an act.
So there's a murder now.
Well, no.
This is the person, like, if you accidentally killed someone, like, you would be considered the murderer in this
Yeah.
scenario.
What does it have to do with my personality?
Well,
It's an accident.
I mean,
You can-
if it was greedy, it could have been banknote, right?
True.
You know.
True.
Yeah.
Like,
You can derive motive and personality based on
But there's no motive.
behavior.
an accident.
Arrogant.
And also, he could just be saying. Oh, sorry, go ahead, Eric.
The murderer's personality is arrogant.
He could also just be describing
Arrogant.
our personality, like as players.
Why
I
would
feel
you do
like
that?
Because if Shane is the
I feel like
murderer,
it's pointing more towards the gamer, because gamers are always extremely arrogant online.
I'm gonna go give my
go ahead.
reason.
Yeah.
You guys don't need me. You can keep talking if you want.
Okay, so I got a new card, and it is now the murderer's personality, which, in the way this is has unfolded, the cat, and it being an accident, a weightlifting accident, the cat is the murderer in this way. So I went with arrogant, because we all love kitties, but we know that kitties can be very selfish and arrogant and think that, you know, I don't need you, you need me. All right, so that's where I'm going to go. I don't know if they'll get it, but I don't have a whole lot of options. Yeah, so that's what happened.
Because I mean, arrogant people wear scarves.
Do they?
Yes,
so.
but they
I
call
think
them
it's-
cravats.
Miles does, and
What could I don't know.
I think of like the really fucking hipster fucking. I'm not gonna go say it anymore.
Who? Who, Rick?
Miles from Phoenix,
Some of the
right?
proudest men I know don't wear scarves. I'll tell you that right now.
Do they wear tattoos?
They get, yeah, some of them.
Would like a dumbbell be arrogant? Like you're, you know,
Like
Lifting
your
weights?
gym goer.
I mean, it
Yeah.
could be the dumbbell, and Eric didn't.
I feel like if it was dumbbell, it would have been like powerful. You know?
Or
Yeah.
or the corpse would be, what is it?
there's no powerful. There's arrogant,
Corpse.
despicable,
is that one right
furious, greeting,
Forceful.
forceful, and
Forceful.
perverted. Well, it wasn't perverted, so I don't think panties.
I don't think stockings or, well, handcuffs are already out.
Handcuffs are already gone.
Okay, so,
So it might not be panties then. Arrogant.
arrogant.
I mean, I'm thinking dumbbell 2 or tattoos.
Maybe.
But that's the weapon, and that's
Yeah.
whatever that is.
It's a clue.
Like
Yeah,
what
it-
fits with like is this describing the murder weapon or the clue for arrogant?
Who leaves?
It's-
How's tattoo a clue?
The murderer.
Like there's tattoos on the body or someone saw someone with a tattoo or
Like,
something.
you know, like
Okay.
they identify the person from the tattoo. They realize it's a gang tattoo. You know,
Yeah, something like a witness saw
Which
a
one is
tattoo on a body. You know,
we don't
Like,
know.
It could be
We're
any
just
of that.
trying to
Bad evidence.
figure it out. You know,
No, it's not bad. We don't know.
What kind of investigators don't have access to information?
Yes, we do. We have this information. Arrogant.
He's the detective. We're CSIs. Right?
he's the forensic scientist.
He's CSI.
So
He's CSI. We're detectives.
We're the detective investigator people. We're trying to put together the clues that he's finding.
Right.
so one of us is the murderer.
It's just
How
very.
the hell do we crawl our way into this detective unit?
I don't know.
It's Hong Kong.
It's crazy over there. Okay.
If this was like a 1950s movie.
We need Edwin B
Visiting
here,
Americans
because
would
Edwin
be-
B is amazing at this game.
Yes.
Is he?
He is. He crushed it.
Didn't he guess correctly like twice in both the games?
I had-
like, right off from the beginning.
I killed someone with a trophy, and I left sand behind, and he called that shit. Like
Like-
round 2.
Quick.
Yeah.
Jeez.
So we don't get any more clues.
Nope.
So we have to make our guesses this turn.
Yep.
Still recording? Okay, that's
Like-
all your clues.
We can't remember. We can't forget about accident.
And once we spend, you know, a time when Eric thinks we're not making any progress, he would say like, "Okay, you get your 30 seconds.
Make your guess.
Yeah.
But since he got rid of it, like, does that mean that we were on the wrong track with whatever it was with
Or
that?
maybe it's the least
that-
essential piece.
Yeah.
Maybe the evidence was still true, but he just like, well, out of all the things, this is least important. So
So those other things,
Like maybe accidental fit the closest out of those options, but he's like it doesn't actually fit.
like mourning all over.
he got rid of strangers. So,
He did get rid of strangers as
Twisted.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those all fit more than strangers.
Well, I feel like if it was plastic bag or scarf, it would have been suffocation, right? I mean, certainly for plastic bag, it would have been suffocation.
Plastic bag would have been suffocation.
So-
Scarf could have been twisted.
I
if
feel
it was
like,
an elevator.
we should put some of ours in the middle that we think are the most likely. And I don't think any of those are
I
mine.
don't think any of mine are likely.
Um,
No, none of them are likely. What do you mean?
Well, that's not going to help because it's the person who's a murderer is just
I
going to
mean,
put the
it's-
least likely thing in there.
It's based on your interpretation of the clues. Like,
No.
You're trying to
if
lead
you're
us down
saying
the path,
twisted,
Rick.
it could be rope.
He's like, let's all push ours in.
You're trying to lead us
except
down
for
a
mine.
path away from you.
No, like I'm saying, like, you know, we could say, well, I think Aaron should put this forward because of this, you know, whatever.
Yeah, but he could just lie.
But I'm saying, like, instead of us all examining all the cards, we should put some back so we are no longer considering them.
Ones that we don't.
Oh,
think
okay. The ones we don't. I don't know. I can not consider any of these because it wasn't me.
Well, like I don't think we should consider plastic bag because it would have been suffocation, right?
Was it one of the
Pillow.
Oh yeah.
I don't think pillow should be
Fucking
it.
accent fucks me up.
Because
I think pillow matches the hotel though. I think
know,
it's
but-
the one
but it would
most
be
likely that matches
intentional,
hotel
right?
here. I don't know. Like maybe the hotel was more set
like
towards
suffocation.
this, but
Suffocation would be the cause of accident.
Well, I said
if
they,
it was
they took a
pillow,
pill, fucking fell asleep, or passed out on the pillow and suffocated themselves.
I'm just saying location of
and
location of
and then
crime.
their body was twisted.
No, as far as location of crime, if he was gonna pick something, I feel like hotel is the one you would pick for a pillow. Then, as far as like the next thing he picked was cause of death. I mean, I guess suffocation could work, but maybe he was looking at something else. I don't know. Accidental does kind of seem weird, but if you've
I mean, of Aaron's.
I don't think they accidentally killed themselves with a rope. So
yeah,
they didn't actually bury themselves. Let's do a magic trick.
I could see accidentally like taking pills, which
Yeah.
we used. Would you say pill and tattoo?
He said pill. And
I said
tattoo.
pill and tattoo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, I mean, chalk gets everywhere,
True.
which would have been my other guess, but I have but one.
I don't imagine stockings being everywhere.
Yeah.
See,
and
rope is twisted all over.
I don't know about that.
I mean, it is. It is.
It's a twisted grouping.
It's entirely
That's
twisted.
the
I
corpse.
kind of feel like Calvin is grasping at
Rope's so
straws,
fucking
trying to
arrogant.
get us away because
from
we're close.
pill and chalk.
I said I feel like Calvin.
Well, I'm
is-
just. What's the story? We gotta create a story in our heads.
we're not writers,
It's a
Shane. We're
narrative.
detectives.
I mean, it's
No,
not.
but detectives.
it's-
We're gonna create a narrative. We just can't bend
the
the
thing is that-
evidence.
okay.
I wrote
Here's the
story.
thing. It's hard for us to say that there's an exact story because he's also adding things as it goes. He's trying to keep things as close as he can.
Yeah.
and he's very limited, right?
Yeah. So he can't
It's-
just write an exact story of here's exactly what happened.
It's
He
like
may have
steering a
something kind
boat
of-
through a storm by giving nudges.
I'm just saying he put morning right after Shane said morning after pill. So I feel like it has to be that or that.
Well, I mean, I guess here's the thing: is like we didn't even know
Or it
what
could
our
be-
motive was until he picked it.
It could
right?
be coffee.
morning coffee
Right?
Morning
Right.
coffee.
So he just might be trying to tell an interesting story. So you know, I'll make
at a
this an
hotel,
accident.
and he died from an accidental bite. What like
'Cause
what?
I've made
It's
it
not
as-
like you're in cahoots with someone.
But
No, it's
he's
not.
trying.
The-
No, no,
the
no, no,
evidence
he
that I
is.
have-
He's in cahoots with the investigators.
Yeah.
He's doing everything he can to catch the murderer.
I'm as straightforward. I'm as straightforward as possible in my clues here.
Okay.
I'm not trying to make like.
He's not trying to trick
fucking
us.
There, you know, and then the twist happens. You know,
Twisted.
and then the trees call him.
Okay, so the
trees.
Yeah, watch that happen.
story is it was at a hotel. The person accidentally killed themselves. Found the, and the time of
thought he
death
was
happened in the
talking
morning.
Wait, if a
Lord of the
person
Rings.
accidentally killed themselves, then is that why it's strangers?
Or-
Like, is strangers because there was nobody who actually killed them? It was an accident they killed themselves.
And that's the best option he had. I mean, it's possible. He did take it
Maybe.
away.
Well, best option.
Yeah.
Like he chose if it's.
Well,
I
but-
mean,
He had to put
to choose one.
yeah,
like that
and,
was
and
the
there
last
was no
clue.
self, right?
yeah.
That was the last clue that
Like-
he put down on the
Like
board.
if his narrative that he's creating that you're talking about, it was that someone killed themselves with a pill.
I just freaked myself out. I'm sorry.
Oh, you didn't think we were
I
recording?
looked up at the camera. I'm like, the red light's not on. Fuck.
we haven't been recording. No.
But I
I
never
did
look,
that.
I never look in this direction.
Yeah, I did that. Too.
Sorry.
All right.
I went.
So I feel like we need to make some guesses.
Yes.
I can tell you right now, it's not me.
I do gotta
All right.
say,
I think
this
I'm-
seat is a lot of fun.
It is fun.
It's really fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's now or never, I think, guys.
Yeah.
And I've already done mine.
So Rick just he just picked Calvin and had made his thought on the tattoo and the pill. So since he's already done that one, I don't want to put too much pressure on myself. So he's already kind of recreated a new story of it being chalk. Chalk gets everywhere. So chalk's all over the place. It's a morning after pill, something like that, because morning. So I'm thinking that if I pick this thing that he's fabricated, it makes it look like I'm trying to work with him, believing that him and I both are on the same side. Thus, he won't be pointing fingers back at me. So I'm going to pick Calvin and make this choice.
Breakfast
right.
is the most important meal of the day.
Calvin,
What does that mean, Calvin?
I'm gonna use this.
Calvin's
All
throwing
right.
up nonsense.
All right.
Aaron is
I'm
using.
gonna say Calvin,
Yes.
pill,
Yes.
chalk.
No.
Damn it, Eric. I blame you for this.
Rick, if you're fucking with me and it's you and you're leading me towards Calvin,
That's what happened.
Shane, it's all up to you.
No.
You're the murderer.
So you're saying I should guess for myself?
I'm saying you can guess for Shane, but
I'll tell you what, it's not me.
that's good. We need to use your guess to figure out if it's Rick or Calvin.
We can't get any more.
Shane,
No.
your only
I know.
hope.
We got to use what we know and what we can think is right.
Good point. Do what you want.
No, it's yours. You have to use it.
We don't have a
have
guess.
to guess. These two have already
I've
used
used
their
my
guess.
guess on
But
Calvin.
he hasn't.
Yeah.
I know, but if he's
Yeah.
a murderer and if I can trust you, or you're the thing again. But if I can trust you,
But once I guess,
Then I have to guess.
yeah,
Or he's the murderer in the game.
and he wins.
Yeah.
But I
or
mean,
you're the murderer, or you're the murderer.
you have to do it, or we lose anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna have to guess something. I picked Calvin. The pill chalk thing kind of made sense, but I'm worried Rick was fucking with me
He steered you astray.
It's not me.
and steered me towards Calvin.
Okay, so it happened in a hotel. In the morning, it was an accident. Body was twisted.
There's hints
There was-
all over the
there were
corpse,
strangers.
and the murderer's personality is arrogant. So what is all over the corpse?
What'd you pick? I mean,
I picked the pill and chalk.
And Rick did
I mean,
pill and tattoo.
okay.
Is legs an option on there? Leg, it was an option.
Yeah.
So it shouldn't be stopped.
It shouldn't be
be
stockings.
Should be stalking.
Not me.
So, that's a good point.
Shane spilled stuff all over himself
With the cup?
with the cup.
But what's the
You can waste it.
murder
Do whatever
weapon?
you want, Calvin.
What?
Then what's the murder weapon, though?
Calvin, you. Gosh,
The scarf? A twisted scarf?
Yeah.
An
I
arrogant
don't think
bite
it's
in the
you.
morning? I don't know what the...
I find out what you had to this, I'm gonna personally be offended. I'll tell you that right now.
An accidental kick to the nuts? I don't know what the...
Calvin, I'm thinking scarf and cup.
No.
Okay.
Rick could be...
But if I'm
Rick,
right.
Rick has been giving suggestions to everybody.
He really has, but I can't
Whenever
think, I
we
can't
start
think.
to guess, he's like, I think it's the person over there. I think it's the person over there.
Because
Instead of
I'm trying to make sure you guys don't waste your time picking me because I'm innocent.
Hotel.
sure.
Internet
sorry,
cable.
Calvin.
Internet cable. I mean,
sorry,
when I think of
Calvin.
internet cable,
You did.
I'm not sorry if you're into the murder, and I was just wrong with the options. Sorry, then.
well, if it's a hotel,
Hotel for Rick. An accidental push off a hotel. An accidental starvation. I don't know if that works.
I mean, it could be an accidental gunshot,
acci-
but then
an-
what clue would go with it?
An accidental death in an elevator.
What clue would go with that?
It's not me.
I don't believe
I
your
feel
ass.
like if it's Rick, it has to be.
I think it's one of these. two.
Someone came in to the hotel drunk in the morning off of red wine, spilled all over themselves, got stuck in the elevator and died or something. I don't know.
You think he'd just construct a story like? It's like a lot of things. I think he'd keep it as simple as he could.
Yeah.
Illegal drugs and bread, because crumbs get everywhere. I don't know. I don't know. It's not me. I don't have a guess. Shane.
Shane,
Calvin.
Calvin, you guys got to pick something. He starved to death playing video games.
I
Online.
want to choose that. I do so much.
All right, so Shane and Calvin have their guesses. They're looking at Rick. I've kind of been talking Calvin into this idea of like some kind of online gamer starving to death in a hotel room. Kind of makes sense. It's really ridiculous. I don't think that's what Eric's story would be about. But if I get him to believe it enough, maybe he'll make that guess and waste it. And I'm free. I just got to worry about Shane.
All right, do we need to start the 30-second time limit now?
We need to get picked because we got
have
15 minutes
two
of podcast.
left. So who's going to go first? 30
You
seconds.
can.
Calvin goes first. Calvin,
Yeah,
you
but
got
if I choose
30
wrong
seconds.
and you're the killer,
I'm not the killer. I think it's one of these two.
I'll time.
okay.
It's not me.
Oh man, I really hate how just.
You know, Shane, if you're playing the thing again,
I'm not.
You fucked us all.
15.
You tricked us.
he wanted to go down.
Yeah, it was his idea to
10,
go.
Yeah.
We better talk about
9, 8, 7,
pretty eager,
Cup
but
and scarf or
you're-
something. I don't know,
6,
Calvin.
You're pretty
5,
eager about this countdown, Rick.
4, 3.
Starvation, Ethernet
2.
cable.
It was starvation and what?
Ethernet
The
cable.
internet cable.
No. Shane, you have 30 seconds.
I think it's something to do with Rick because I think it's one of those.
Well, you got to say a brown card, a blue card, and the person.
What did you say? In what
He
order?
said starvation and the internet cable.
Okay,
So one of those at least.
I think
is
it's
incorrect.
starvation and something else.
Red wine all over the place. It's funny that they starved to death drinking red wine.
15.
Starvation and red wine.
No.
Fuck!
Calvin, is it you?
Incorrect.
No.
Rick.
Rick, was it you? Shane, was it you?
Who was the murderer?
Oh my goodness.
What was it?
Okay, guys, I gotta say that this was really, you made this really hard.
Hey, I thought, one time you were like, Aaron? I'm like, fucking Eric,
No,
shut the fuck
I
up.
didn't mean it like that.
It was like you were pointing at me,
As
Aaron.
soon as
No,
you
I
said,
didn't mean it like that at
Shane,
all.
I hope you're not doing a thing and you fucked us. I knew it was you.
Okay, so the blue
So what do you
card-
guys think of mine? It was.
Illegal drug and bread.
No.
No.
Illegal drug. I don't know. Something to do with the cat. I don't think you would ignore, like, you know what I mean? The way.
Calvin, do you have a thought?
Cats are arrogant.
Rick.
They are, aren't they?
Rick on the
They're independent.
Rick on the first round after he said, Aaron, you were gonna make a guess. What was your guess gonna be?
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
When did I say Aaron?
After we were all giving guesses, and Shane's like, I don't know, and you're like, Aaron? Like,
Oh, no, was I going like, Aaron?
no,
Like that?
not like that.
I don't remember what I did.
Yeah, I'm like,
I don't think I did it on purpose like that.
I was like, he's gonna give me away.
I don't give you a-
Because immediately after that, he said
He did.
dumbbell,
Somebody said,
and cat.
And cat.
and then dropped it like nothing. Never came
I was
back.
like, fucking Aaron
God
gave me
damn it.
away.
Okay, so explain
Okay.
the story in your head.
Okay, so in my head, it happens at a hotel.
Sure.
Because we have a dumbbell,
Yeah.
nothing else fits there, so I went with hotel. Cause of death, I went with accident, because how the hell do you get a cat to kill?
Yeah.
Except if it's an accident. If you have an accident, you're going to be.
So it was an
with-
accident-
with-
the
an
cat was the
with
accident?
weight- yeah, the cat was the accident.
Okay.
Something to do with the cat.
Like a black cat.
Caused
Crossed
this
my
person
path.
to die
For
while
what?
working out.
Like I logically couldn't think of why. Like
The guy falls over. Something
why is a cat
happens,
in the
he-
weight room?
I don't know.
An accident,
what can I
Shane.
possi-
An accident.
Look at the clues given. What
It
could I
wasn't on
possibly have
purpose.
done?
It wasn't a murderous cat, Shane.
I can only give what's here. You can say, well, that's a bad story. Like I have only a little couple things I can put down.
I would have chosen accident as well.
Okay, so time of death, I put morning.
you work
most
out in the
people
morning.
work out in the morning, especially at a hotel.
Okay.
Murderous personality, I put arrogant because cats are fucking arrogant.
I
They
think you're trying to
are.
say Aaron.
That's good too. Oh, damn, you should have done this. Right?
Yeah, I know, right? The hint on the corpse all over is cat hair because cat hair gets all
It's
over
everywhere.
things,
that.
especially
I thought it was
dead
gonna be
stuff.
that.
It does get everywhere.
The corpse
Twisted.
condition is twisted. That's just the best one I could pick.
Yeah.
In terms of what's it going to be, the person died in a weight room. What's going to cause that kind of death? They're probably going to have something twisted rather than
What were the other options we had? We had
And then
strangers. Why'd
the-
you pick strangers, Eric?
because the cat and the person probably don't have a relationship if the guy's in a
So this
hotel.
strange ass cat- so
and
this-
I also said too, like, because the thing is that this is a murderer, meaning that somebody's responsible. So I was thinking, like, I don't know, someone let the fucking cat in the hotel.
Right.
They're not gonna know the person that died. They're strangers.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Kind of.
Okay.
So,
and then
so in your story, the
Oh.
cat is the killer.
Yeah, because like the
yes and no, because
What was
one,
your story in your head?
No, see, what I'm
he
thinking,
doesn't.
right,
He can't have one.
is that the guy is allergic to cats.
Yeah.
And he's like doing some sort of big, like, whatever. He's like, achoo.
Sure.
Yeah.
Dead.
Either way, that definitely could have happened.
Yeah.
I didn't really think about that, but nothing in these clues would have ruled that out.
Sure.
you know?
Gotcha. And then what was the?
And then the last one was that's strangers.
Tidy.
The state of the scene. I put tidy, figuring if it's in the morning, it has been cleaned the previous night.
dude, that fucking tidy cat thing.
Tidy
I was
cat?
Like, fuck, is
Oh,
that
I
a
was
thing?
so
God
close.
damn it!
I almost said
That's
bits
why-
and pieces because
Because,
I was
yeah.
thinking of like meow mix,
Yeah,
Meow mix.
meow
Yeah,
mix.
yeah.
but I didn't end up doing
Damn
that.
it.
But like I said, there was
I was so glad.
those choices make it so like okay, there can't be a murderer.
Yeah.
It has to be an accident.
Gotcha.
You know.
So what do you
Alright.
guys think? You
It's
like the
really
game?
fun, but this round right here
Was
I
really
felt like
tough.
was very, very, very tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, whenever it picked me, I'm like, man, I guess I'll go with a dumbbell because it's kind of a weird, obscure weapon.
Sure.
And then I was like, what goes well with that? a cat
When
is
you
very
went with
weird.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, it's about trying to. Your job is something that these do not relate.
Yeah.
So when you put cat, I was like, what do I do with the cat? It had to have been an accident because no one can make a cat do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I lock him in a room with a cat and the cat eats him.
Yeah, I started. Oh man, I was hoping to lead him on Calvin with the pillow and the broom, and then you flip the broom. I was like, fuck. I hope he doesn't go back to Tidy Cat.
You got to be so adamant with that.
That's the
pillow.
best thing that I could do. I feel like it was okay.
All right, it was good. I was worried.
Aaron also did very well.
They got very close at some points.
Yeah.
I knew it was out of these two.
Yeah. Well, I felt like we narrowed out
I
Calvin.
thought you were given all the clues that it was you, but I couldn't think of the story.
I was hoping to. Okay.
So for you, I thought you had more clues.
Yeah.
So that's why even if I thought it was you, like I wouldn't have picked cat. I don't think. I mean, I thought of cat earlier. I'm like, well, if Aaron's a murderer, he's going to use cat.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, I think I was just trying to construct a logical story in my head.
I feel like if I was playing, maybe this is just because I knew Shane wasn't the murderer, but I feel like if I was playing, I would feel like I knew it can't be Shane because he just has a hint of anger when he's really trying to win. Versus whenever you're deceiving somebody, it's more apathetic.
Yeah. I mean,
there's like a hint of anger there sometimes. You're
No,
just
because
like, I don't know what it
sometimes
is.
when I don't like the game, I'm apathetic.
Sure, no, I get you. But there was a little bit of anger to him, like, oh man, he's really trying to get it. And Aaron just kept, yeah, what do you think?
I don't know, guys. All
I
right.
trust you, Aaron.
But it was fun.
All right, guys.
Well, so like I didn't think it was Calvin, kind of for the wrong reasons, because I was thinking of a story.
Yeah.
You're really tempted sitting in this seat to try to make like the story detailed, but it's really about trying to make it as simple as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, because
I like it.
It's already so complex with a dumbbell and a fucking cat.
Yeah. So, a lot of fun.
Yeah, a lot of fun.
Guys, I am the murderer. I'm the murderer, guys. I killed him. I killed someone, or accidentally. I don't know. Eric's story has some kind of accidental cat death. It wasn't what I would have thought of, but it works. Nobody thought of the dumbbell and the cat. Rick thought of it once, and then somehow it just faded away and left me victorious. Feels good.
Thank you guys for watching. This was Game Night.
Yep.
And Deception Murder Hong Kong. So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Goodbye. I love you. Big kisses. Mwah.
Hey guys, if you like this content, maybe think about supporting us on Patreon at patreon.com/blindwave. You can see the next original content right now with early access, and also full link to all the reactions as well. Be sure to check below in the description. We have a Twitch channel, all kind of cool stuff that we do. Games. Sometimes we stream these games live.
Live.
Sometimes.
Thanks, guys.